Now to our other breaking story tonight. President Joe Biden has withdrawn from the 2024 race, endorsing Vice President Kamala Harris to challenge GOP nominee Donald Trump in the fall.
Biden becomes the first incumbent since Lyndon Johnson in 1968, that was at the height of the Vietnam War, to not seek re-election. Fox 11's Laura Diaz, she's here now with the very latest. Laura.
It was a pivotal moment, breaking news, if you will. Of course, the vice president is not yet officially the Democratic nominee. But all day, one by one, and then in bunches, Biden delegates became Harris delegates.
She's not only a great vice president, she could be president of the United States.
Those were words from President Biden last Tuesday while at his last campaign stop, before coming down with COVID and then ultimately deciding to end his campaign. He's given his Vice President Kamala Harris his full endorsement. But the next few days will be eye-opening to see whether Democrats rally behind her or if others jump into the ring.
She's battle-tested in a way others aren't, and they should be making that case.
Posting on X, Harris says, quote, "I am honored to have the president's endorsement, and my intention is to earn and win this nomination." Earlier this month, when asked by ABC News if he was physically capable to hold the presidential position for another 4 years, Biden maintained that he was and said he's running because he's what the nation needs.
I'm running again because I think I understand best what has to be done to take this nation to a completely new level. We're on our way.
While Biden's backing gives Harris a big advantage, it does not guarantee her the nomination. Many of Biden's delegates will likely now vote for Harris, but they don't have to.
We have 3 weeks. We could have 4 town halls in each geography in this country, invite the best and brightest Democrats. This could be the most extraordinary opportunity that we've had in generations to reset, re-energize, recommit.
The DNC is a month away, and that's the deadline for Democrats to decide on their presidential nominee. They could vote to nominate Harris ahead of time with a virtual roll call, or choose to have an open convention, which could get messy if others run. And tonight, U.S. Secretary of Transportation Pete Buttigieg has officially endorsed Vice President Kamala Harris, saying, quote, "Kamala Harris is now the right person to take up the torch, defeat Donald Trump, and succeed Joe Biden as president. I have seen her extraordinary leadership firsthand, working closely with her during the 2020 campaign, and then in the historically effective Biden-Harris administration. I will do all that I can to help her win this election to lead America forward as our next president." Chris, Marla, back to you.
That's going to spell disaster. But I want to say shalom. First thing and foremost, I'm going to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. This is just a quick video through the spirit. As we know that Joe Biden has officially dropped out of the selection, which, you know, this is all theatrics. It's all bread and circuses and theater at the end of the day. And I'm going to play a couple of more videos that actually kind of entails it. This one guy, I think he was back in it was a while ago, and it was a video basically he did in stating that basically the current president will die and they will have to set up a woman, which I'm going to be honest with you. The only people that's going to vote for Kamala are black women. Okay, but other than that, I don't really see it happening. I don't really see her getting in there. And Trump is going to run circles around her, especially since he just almost got, quote-unquote, assassinated. Trump is going to run circles around Kamala, and she's not a viable candidate to run your country. Okay, out of the 4 years she's been the vice president, she may have made 5 or 6 appearances, if that. But Kamala has a lot of dirt on her. She has a lot of dirt on her. And she's been exposed left and right. And she's already proven that she don't give a damn about you Negroes. Okay, she put a ton of you Jakes in prison during the time of the crime bill era that was actually forwarded by Biden. Kamala doing, I think it was like the Clinton administration, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a while, so Salaki, if the history is a little off. But regardless, they don't endorse you Jakes, you see. But nonetheless, either way it go, if she wins or selected or Trump win, or there may not be an election, either way it go, it's heading to one place, civil war. Because Donald Trump, he's he's going to change his stance on the people. And he's going to lead you into war. And if Kamala gets in there, you better believe that there will be a civil war. Because ain't no hunkies and no Edomites going to accept no black bitch, which she's not even a black woman. She's really a heathen. Okay, her father's Elam. Her mother's Jake. But according to them, she's black. They're not going to accept no black bitch being a president of the United States. For one thing, she has nothing to bring to the table. She's not smart. Okay, she's not book. She's just a dizzy, dumb Edomite bitch. That's all she is. And a hoe. Okay, Judge Joe Brown exposed that. And I'm gonna play that video, but this is not looking too good for Babylon. And this is the Most High when the scriptures say that shame should be spewing out thy glory. This shit is through. All right, it's through, and it's comical. Okay, there may not be no election come here in November, depending on how everything go. It's too much tension. It's World War III. Okay, the economic collapse. You had 3 major events last week. You had, for one thing, you had a global cyber outage, which they're still currently trying to scrap and fix and get together. You had this guy Trump that was almost assassinated, allegedly, and then you had this guy Biden that just stepped down. And what I was reading too, I think that they denied Kamala, but you know, that's yet to be seen. I was reading something briefly, and it mentioned that Obama wants an open nominee for the Democratic race. But basically, they like, we ain't fucking with Kamala. You Democrats don't have a good report among the people. And let alone Jake, because Jake is waking up to it. But, you know, niggas gonna be niggas. But anyway, this is from Joe Biden. It says, over the past 3.5 years, we have made great progress as a nation. Yeah, y'all digressed. Inflation at an all-time high. Rent is up. Food is up. Shit, gas fluctuates. I mean, it's just a mess, man. Crime is at an all-time high. Divorce rates, I mean, what do you mean? Progress. It says, today America has the strongest economy in the world, which is a lie. It says, we've made historic investments in rebuilding our nation and lowering prescription drug costs for seniors. Wow. Shit, that's already killing them. And expanding affordable health care to a record number of Americans. It said we provided critical needed care to 1 million veterans exposed to toxic substance, which that's a lie. Passed the first gun safety law in 30 years, appointed by the first African-American woman to the Supreme Court, and passed the most significant climate legislation in the history of the world. America has never been better positioned to lead the way we are today. But yet you got wars on all sides. The Ukrainian war popped off on your watch. Now the Hezbollah and the Houthis and the October 7 ordeal popped off on your watch, which is leading to global conflict, mass inflation. You had a pandemic. I mean, you've had more cons than pros, bro. And it says here, I know none of this could have been done without you, the American people, but together we overcame the once-a-century pandemic and the worst economic crisis since the Great Depression. It says we protected and preserved our democracy, and we revitalized and strengthened our alliances to the world. No, you haven't. The world is against you. Your own allies are even coming against you, bro. That's a lie. It says it has been my greatest honor of my life to serve you as your president. And while it has been my intention to seek re-election, I believe it is the best intent for my party and the country for me to stand down and to focus solely on fulfilling my duties as president for the remainder of their team. But yet your own daughter got sexual allegations against you, and your son is pretty much finna be convicted crackhead, man, with all types of kiddie porn on his computer. But yet you want people to believe this shit. But see, Jake, they feed into this. See, Jake could believe this shit, you know, only because a nigga wear blue ties and he give you an extra $200 a month in food stamps. See, one thing about our people, y'all gonna understand, is that they always want a damn handout. They don't give a damn. If you're giving them a handout, then, hey, shit, they all good with you. They don't care what you do that's unethical. As long as you're giving them free handouts and goodies and you get this black bitch a license to be a damn degenerate and a hoe, that's all niggas care about. You see, and this is why the Most High is getting ready to destroy this place. All right, so anyway, I got a preset real quick, and I'm going to go into these other videos. Wasn't going to be a long lesson, but this is it's going to be rather a comical selection, if there is one, because, hey, something may go down between now, August, and September. Something big may happen, something huge, okay, as we just had in a so-called assassination attempt on this guy Trump. So clearly the deep state is at work here. And then you got basically Putin saying, fuck the Rothschilds dynasty. So there's a division among Edomites in general. So these common level Edomites, they ain't trying to see no alleged nigga in the White House. They've had enough with Obama, and Obama wasn't even a Jake. Okay, and this woman, she's not a Jake. But anyway, this is the book of Sirach 10:1, and we told you on the watch of these Dems that things were gonna get way out of hand. Okay, they were gonna pass more political laws for wokeness. You know, allowing men to be women to be men, drag Albert, kitty. I mean, they've totally done a number on your children. And we told you once this administration got selected, this was going to be the degeneracy of your society. Okay, and all this shit really intensified when Obama became president back in 2008. He opened up the door for all this don't ask, don't tell shit. Now look at your society, it's crumbling. You got women that's parading around like men, changing their bodies and molecular structures, and now look at them. Now you're mad. Now you want to redact out of it. We told you. But it says, the wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered, right? A wise judge will instruct his people. Okay, and there's nothing wise by the dealings of the so-called white man. Okay, Esau is the devil, and he's an agent of chaos. He's Satan. And that's the judge of the people is himself. So are his officers. So if you got a degenerate, pedo like this dude Biden, and then you got a slut bag by the name of Kamala, I mean, what the hell you expect? Okay, because it came out, she's a complete, total hoe. All right, she was basically a frat hoe, and Judge Joe Brown exposed her. I think she used to date, what's this simple bald head nigga that had the talk show back in the 90s? The bald head nigga, the Montel Williams, that guy. She used to date that nigga. And on top of that, Kamala's with a fucking white man. Okay? But it says, as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. What manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein, right? So if you got a degenerate in office, like rulers, like subjects. Okay? Because what's going to happen is that they're going to perpetuate their spirit of evil and wickedness on the whole population. And this is why people are out here running around like their minds are totally depleted of any sense. It says an unwise king destroyed his people. Yeah, when you set up TGs and you allow men to do these weird, grotesque acts and there's no repercussions. Same thing with women, then, you know, the people are going to be destroyed. Okay, you got 5-year-old children talking about they want to be something else. Like, what kind of sense does that make? Okay, when we were 5 years old, we weren't even thinking about anything on the lines of sex. Only thing we wanted to do was play video games and eat candy and play hide and seek outside, man. That's all we wanted to do, and be Power Rangers. We wasn't spending 5 hours in the damn mirror. Look, 5-6-year-old kid depressed, talking about they want to be a damn girl. That didn't even cross our mind. And this type of degeneracy is what's gonna get this place totally nuked. And you know what? About damn time. But it says, an unwise king destroyed his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city should be inhabited. But the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over one that is profitable. Okay, so this is telling you now that we don't have any profitable, authority figures in ruling over Babylon. Okay, because you people take pride in this place. Us personally, hey, we know it's through. It's a joke. I don't even take this place serious. We just here. We just sojourning here. You know? But anyway, let me play this other video real quick. This nigga Charleston White said, and he made a lot of sense too. Okay.
Got me fucked up.
This
Man, they got me fucked up. I
He's a
wouldn't
nigga.
vote for no black bitch. Now, listen, I was raised by black women. I got a grandmother, I got black sisters, but I wouldn't dare put no black woman in no motherfucking position of the White House. The commander-in-chief of the military, a black woman. Not only that, a mixed black bitch married to a white man.
See, and the thing of it is, this is how simple niggas are. Niggas don't understand that the lineage is through your father. So if you appear to look like a so-called Negro, they just gonna write you off as one. Okay, like that blow pop head nigga Obama. He wasn't no real Jake. And part of me think Obama's really a damn Edomite, man. But he's a, you know, Hamite, his father's Kenyan. Definitely not a Jake, you know, but he's been bred up to kind of understand Jake culture. He kind of got like a little swag. I ain't gonna say a little swag to him because he's really corny as hell. He don't have no type of finesse. But once you a paid and trained actor, they can teach you how to betray other people. I remember when he was playing ball a while ago, back when he was getting elected and shit years ago. When they saw him posting in a post up, Jake went crazy off that shit. It's easy to see. It's easy to fool niggas. Niggas look from the out. It's just like going to buy a vehicle. A nigga will look at the outside of the car and he won't expect the inside. Here, this car got 12 codes on the ECU, getting ready to break down, but yet Jake buy it because the outer shell. They don't ever go in deep and research any damn thing, man. And this is why they continue to run circles around you Israelites, man. And this is the reason why you Israelites are constantly looking for a leader to rule over you outside of your Yahushua, because you don't want your Yahushua to rule over you, Jakes, man. You said it. You said, hey, we have no friend but Caesar. We have no king but Caesar. You want oppression. As long as you can run out here and be who you are and be wicked with no repercussions, then you are good with that.
Her pH balance is way off with that white dick. Man, you can't make me believe. Hell no. Man, Kamala Harris got a white boy. Her pH balance is off, and her mental stability got to be off. A hoe would have thrown off pH balance unless she's sneaking and fucking a nigga. Now, if she's sneaking and fucking a nigga, then we might can let her be vice president. But there's no way. America, I'd rather for black people to go back to slavery than let a black woman run this goddamn country. Don't do it. Say, listen, man, I'm against anything.
He said, I'd rather go back to slavery before I let a black bitch run off. Hey, what he say? Can I get an amen? Hey, I'm on to that shit, bro. Hey, I'm with you on that, bro. And that's one thing I agree with this crooked eye nigga. I agree with that shit. And like my man in Jason Leary, he told his brother, he said, nigga, I'd rather be locked up for life before I like your punk ass. Straight up, man. So, hey, man, I'm 100 that shit. That's real shit. He said, I'd rather go back to slavery before I let this hoe run the country. Because you know if this bitch gets selected, which she probably, I'm pretty sure she's not. I mean, do you know how proud these black women gonna be? Do you know the amount of domestic violence cases and shit? You know how much great, you know how, nigga, you gonna get thrown in jail just by trying to holler at a bitch. Try to holler at her, hey, shorty, you cute, what's up with you? Hey, and they'll lock you up, harassment. Here she's dressing like Betty Boop times 10, no, completely naked, and you try to shoot your shot, and all of a sudden you get locked up for harassment, man. That's the kind of shit that's gonna happen if this goddamn woman win. And like I said, she ain't beating Trump. Please, only people that's gonna vote for her is you black ass, well, my man Black Round, he call him, what do you call it? Yes, he called him BT 1000s, and he had another name called Chaos Buckets or some shit. The black woman is fucking chaotic. And I'm gonna do another lesson too, because I'm noticing something. Our enemies are going down, and that's the black woman and the fucking white man. They're going down hand in hand. Keisha is being publicly humiliated on the world stage. After that German lady, which I think she's a Jake anyway, but that alleged German lady, she looked like she could be like Northern Kingdom or some shit. But when she basically went in on you, Keisha's and just the American woman, period, in the West, I mean, bro, Eve, you're being publicly shamed on the world stage. Everybody is shaming you, and you still walk around here with this holier than thou, high mighty attitude. You black bitches are being shamed. Nobody wants you. Nobody wants to deal with you like that. If niggas are dealing with you, it's because they're just looking to get their rocks off. But nobody's looking to marry you, man. Nobody's marrying you black women, man. Nobody give a fuck. Nobody is looking at you in that light. Your careers and your so-called accolades of success under Esau's jurisdiction, that shit don't oppress us, man. Bitches think they are, oh, I can hook you. I ain't connected. Like, man, get your ass out of here. Get on your knees and do what you do best. I don't want to hear all that connection shit, bitch. You ain't connected. You going
I ain't
down
with
right
a black
with
woman
Esau.
Running shit, motherfucker, bitch. You get your ass back in that bedroom and in the kitchen. But the White House, America, we can't do this here now. Hell no, hell no. I'd rather have another motherfucking civil war before we let a bitch run this motherfucker. Got me fucked up. Go back and get Barack, if anything. Find another mixed baby, but don't put no bitch in there.
And you know what? And there will be a civil war. Either way it go, whether she gets selected or Trump gets selected, there will be a civil war. That's the only way that this thing is going to go. The Most High is upsetting the glory of this place. He's taking the spirit out this place. And they know that shit, man. They just feed this to you Cabbage Patch head niggas out there. You know? Jeremiah 31:22. It says, how long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? It says, for the Lord have created a new thing in the earth. A woman should compass a man. And this is why women have platforms. The worst thing you could have done was give somebody a platform that wasn't qualified to have one. Okay, when you give a dummy a platform to speak something that they don't know, then they're gonna make a fool of themselves. And this is the reason why you have all these mixed opinions about what a man is and what a man's role is from a bunch of bitches that haven't even dealt with a real man. Their fathers weren't even real men. So how the hell can they tell you what a real man is? And then they attempt to project their emotion on you because they're broken and bitter. You know, it's just a shit show. Okay, in the ancient world, bitches didn't have opinion. They had opinions. They kept them to themselves. I approve of your opinion. If your opinion ain't factual, then you ain't got no opinion. And we gonna come back to that world when your opinion don't mean nothing. Okay, in the ancient world, you opened your mouth around a wrong man. Hey, somebody may have been picking your ass up off the ground, and that needs to come back in a big way. These Western hoes, they got to get hands put on them, man, and the Lord is getting ready to do that. That's gonna be my next lesson. All right, but it says a woman should compass a man. Yeah, because the women are in authority right now. Okay, matter of fact, let's get that in Isaiah 3. This is the book Isaiah 3:12. It says, as for my people, children are their oppressors, and that's this damn devil. It says, and women rule over them. O my people, which lead thee, cause thee to err and destroy the way of thy paths. Yeah, because you got the woman that's the head of the damn family. And like I said, it's going to be the next lesson because this is supposed to be about these demons here. But Yahweh Shai is getting ready to bring a civil war on all sides, and you can see it. All right, so this is the book of Isaiah 19:2. It says, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, kingdom against kingdom. And hey, if she gets selected, you better believe that will be a civil war. Okay, Esau ain't trying to have this peasy head woman get in and rule over him. Esau don't even like black women. He just uses Eve as a terminator against Jake. Notice how when Jake unalives a female, and two birds with one stone, they'll lock his ass up. Like I was listening to a video over the weekend about this dude from Kansas City, and basically they put the blame on him and said, oh, he killed her because he was broke. No, I think he was dealing with another woman, and I believe his ex-demon or something like that rolled up on him, and then they started arguing. She rolled up on him, so I guess she followed him when he tried to get away. She followed the nigga to the gas station, and they were arguing and shit, and then she was putting her hands on him. She was fighting the nigga. So he shot the bitch and put her to death. But yet they hit him with a second-degree murder. But that's self-defense, man. Now, let's just say if the shoes were on the other foot and she killed him for putting hands on her, she would have got off with a technicality and with the self-defense charge. She wouldn't have been locked up, but he gets locked up all because he shot this bride when she was the aggressor. But that proves that there's two birds with one stone. Esau don't care about you Eves, man. You know? But it says, and the spirit of Egypt shall fill in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof. And they shall seek to the idols and to the charmers and to them that have familiar spirits and to the wizards. Yeah. They're prognosticators, they're wizards, they're warlocks. They're going to these different platforms. They're doing more witchcraft. You know, these women they're losing. Any Egyptians, when I give over into the hand of a cruel lord, hey, whether it be Donald Trump or this bitch, either way it go, it's gonna go left. Because I'm gonna tell you one thing, Trump ain't for you, Jake. See, Trump said he gonna bring back the death penalty. Yeah, I can see Trump putting your head in a guillotine. But then again, I don't really see an election this year. But we just have to wait and see. It just is in a balance, man. And if there is a selection this year, I'm quite certain that this will be the last one. I know we say that all the time, but shit 4 years ago wasn't where it was today. I'll put it to you that way. But it says, a fierce king shall rule over them, says the Lord of hosts. All right. So I'm going to end it giving all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai Bashim Rakakwadash. Lois, will you edify into the next
Breaking news here on Sky News coming into us from the United States, and President Joe Biden says he is stepping down from the US presidential election campaign. He will not run in the US election 2024.
Mr. Ford, what advice would you give a young lady wanting to become President of the United States?
Well, I hope we do have a young lady at some point become President of the United States. I can tell you how I think it will happen, because it won't happen in the normal course of events. Either the Republican or Democrat political party will nominate a man for president and a woman for vice president. And the woman and man will win. So you'll end up with a president, a male, and a vice president, a female. And in that term of office of the president will die. And the woman will become president under the law or constitution. And once that barrier is broken, from then on, men better be careful, because they'll have a hard time ever even getting a nomination in the future. But that's the way it's going to happen in the future.
If they do not lean in to saying that they really do want Kamala, but even that feels a bit performative to me, and I'll tell you why. Because I'm starting to see articles creep out, and they seem like attacks on Kamala. Again, if we can go into our time machine and go back to 2020, well, every time that someone tried to interject the truth about Kamala, which is that she slept her way to the top, it's a fact. She was with some 6-year-old man, got her start in the political career, and they would go, oh my gosh, how dare you say this? That's so sexist. Well, then suddenly on July 6th, the Daily Mail actually published a headline about the fact that Kamala Harris was, thoughting through life. And they basically said she got her political start, her political upstart, because she was dating this guy, Willie, can't think of his last name right now. And he was married and he was in his 60s, and Kamala Harris was just a spring chicken. And that is how she entered the political scene. So she was not somebody who was a part of their ecosystem, but they tapped her in 2020 because they were like, oh, like the thing that we always say is that look at the Republican Party, it's so white and there's no diversity. And how are we going to be able to say that if we're running Joe Biden, who has been extraordinarily wealthy his entire life and whose son is becoming extraordinarily wealthy while smoking crack simply because he's doing dirty deals in Ukraine? So what are we going to do? We're going to hire Kamala Harris. We're going to select Kamala Harris to be the vice president. And he's the only person I can think of. And then we can sell. I know that when she was sworn into Congress, she was talking about how she's an Indian, but we'll just sell the people, like, forget the Indian side. Like, now she's back to black. And the streets are talking, ha, 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 ha. And that's what they did. So that is the only reason that Kamala Harris, they literally did not have another person that they felt could be the vice president and allow them to use the isms. You don't like her, you're a sexist. You don't think that she's amazing, you're a misogynist, deep-seated misogyny. You don't want this ticket to win. Is it because Kamala Harris is black? Kinda. I feel like it is. It's because you're a racist. So they just needed her to do the thing.
You got Queenla Imhoff in there. You know who Imhoff is?
No.
Yes, you do.
Who?
Mrs. Imhoff, Vice President of the United States, who goes by her maiden name,
Miss Kamala?
Kamala Harris. She's got 2 Jewish children she adopted. She married a Jewish husband who's got a interesting...
I'm scared to talk about Kamala Harris. I'll let you have that one.
No, she's a witch, and she is a corrupt witch. She's been corrupt her whole life, and she fucked her way to the top.
Oh, Lord.
They used to detail this witch in the LA Times with her sexual escapades. She fucked damn near everybody trying to get up. She used to be a frat hoe when she was at Howard. And she ain't black. You know,
I ain't got to do with this, Miss Harris.
Nah, I mean, well, don't, but she's
I don't know. I'm just listening.
Well, here's the thing. I actually met her father in Jamaica. I was the guest, said at the government.
Long before she met Doug Emhoff, she dated some prominent men, including in 2001, former talk show host Montel Williams. Back then, he was the famous one and had to introduce her to the paparazzi.
Kamala Harris.
Now, the whole world knows who she is.